show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Colts at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. To throw is Walker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They turn to Taylor on fourth. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to Taylor on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Walker now. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Walker. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give for Taylor running right side. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the right hash, this from 53. And that hits the crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Willis toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on it.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A first down throw for Walker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they go play action. Here's Walker. Now that's into the hands of Morale Cox, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 30, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Walker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Patman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Walker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Walker. That's complete to Pierce. Room here to run. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. They'll let Taylor try and run. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on second and long. Willis drops this underneath for Davis Price. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, it's Willis. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Walker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Walker throwing on third and long. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw complete here to Ayuk. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10, it's Willis. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Willis to throw once more. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. First down, Walker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now.
And it'll be intercepted.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking...
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 72 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Walker looking to throw on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Willis now off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Ready.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
18, pioneer.
Here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That is into the hands of Patman. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Let's go.
4th down. Walker. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack on 1st down, Walker. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep here for Taylor. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. But things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yard.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Young. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Willis. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously with training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Tennessee, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Allen going to go to the air right away. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary from 6 yards away. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go play action with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Drake looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You gotta make a move.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Up the middle they go with Drake. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Down inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run here with Moss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second and goal, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie from 3 yards out. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Devin Duvernay. And they are not going to catch it. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. It's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Jackson will keep it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Singletary again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and that'll be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now the rookie's free.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me.